more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downside at the same time. I am live. I'm sorry. I thought I was unmuted. Here I am live and not unmuted. All right.
My bad.
No, that's all right. That's FMOC. That's all it is. I'm trying to do two things here at once, and I didn't unmute myself. Yeah, I went to go stream. Actually, TikTok fired right up today. It was the other one that wouldn't work. Stream key got changed again. So I had to go back in and redo that. So that was the delay getting YouTube up to how I wanted it. So anyhow, glad you all could be here today. Federal Reserve leaves overnight interest rates unchanged, just as expected. Outlook remains elevated. Recent indicators suggest growth of activity in the first half of the year. Inflation remains somewhat elevated. Unemployment remains a low. Labor market conditions remain solid. So there you go. Inflation remains somewhat elevated. What's that mean? It means that somewhat don't have it under control. Or we're hedging our bet about the tariffs maybe affecting the markets. It doesn't matter because it did exactly what everyone predicted the consensus was. As Mr. and Mrs. Consensus said, we don't expect any change in interest rate this time. And the consensuses were correct. It did not change. So there is dissension in the ranks, though, more so than there has been. So we can pretty much expect what the consensuses, Mr. and Mrs. Consensus said, that would be the consensuses, that in next month there will be a rate cut. See that? See how that works? Next time. So what is this month? In September, I believe it is, right? Next meeting? Next meeting in September? Is that right? Yeah, September. So, well, yeah. We just now have a executive order, a 40% tariff on Brazil. Implemented an additional 40% on bringing their total tariff to 50%. That is breaking news also. Oh, yes. I do apologize. You know who signed a proclamation? Universal 50% tariff on imports of semi-finished copper products and copper-intensive derivatives, effective April 1st. Well, we already knew that. That's just that's not anything different. He's just saying it. Yeah, we do have two Fed governors dissenting, according to Bazinga. Yeah, whatever. What happened is what happened. Look at the markets right now. Aren't they not right back to where they were before 2 o'clock, right? Now you can expect some volatility at 2:30 again, whenever the whenever the Fed chairman takes takes the podium and issues his statement verbally, and then approximately a couple minutes after that, he'll start taking questions from the international news, financial news organizations, and they'll be looking for more detailed things from his statement. So anyway, not a big deal. The copper settled down already, I would assume, right? Yeah, ginormous pullback, 50% retracement. Huh. Wonder how we could have made that play. Huh. 50% retracement. And oil is going up also, or going down, I mean.
Sitting right at the 200 right now.
Yes, sir, it is. You bet your sweet cheeks. All right. Hang on here a minute. I was going to...
Let's keep falling. Nope, rejected off the 200.
Well, what do you expect? Well, it might break and hold it. You don't know. Didn't pull, did it? I rode that bad boy down this morning for quite a ways, actually. I played, what did I play? Played silver. Silver, yeah, I was on the silver down play. And then oil started to crash and burn later in the morning, and I rode that down. And it popped right back up again. Now it's popping back down. If it breaks a hole below that 20, what do you see below it there, Matt? Huh? Huh? What do you see? Nothing but blue skies down. Right? Doesn't mean it's going to. They can throw a bunch of orders in there. I need to get my little L2 over here where I can seize it. All right. So FOMC meeting came in just as predicted by the consensuses. Anyway, what else we got going on here? Let's look at NQ. It's kind of choppy anyway right now. Not too bad. There's your 2 o'clock pullback. Right here. Sorry. Knee-jerk reaction. Right back up to about where it was at. Nothing burger. All right. Just enough to get people excited. So anyway, we got our next critical level, our critical time in all this mess starts at 2:30.
Let oil drop like a rock.
Is oil the play of the day? There it is. Did it break and hold below the 200 yet? Huh? What happens if you jump in before break and hold? Huh? Well, let's find out. Let's say I'm going to go in here, right? Let's say I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to go bigly. Let's just say I'm going all in, right? I'm going to go all in. Let's see what happens. If you don't wait on that break and hold. Well, there's a candle on the shoulder of the other candle, so that's a good indication, right? Is this candle going to have enough oomph? Does it look like it's wanting to really go down? Oh, look, it's not on the shoulder because I didn't do what there, Matt? What is it I didn't do here? Tell me. Somebody tell me. One of my paid members, tell me what I didn't wait for.
Break and hold.
Break and hold, right? Now it still can reverse, but it didn't start. That's right there. It's on the shoulder now. But did it have any energy to the downside? Absolutely not. It was red for a minute. It's a big gamma candle. It's going to pull back up maybe 50%. It's not saying it can't go back down, but this is what happens. This is why I wait on break and hold. Here's your next candle on a 1 minute. Yeah, can I get fortunate anyway? Yeah, I can. I'm up $1,000 right now. That could have been disastrous. That could have pulled all the way back up there, but it didn't this time. Let's see here, the L2. You can see my, hang on here. Yes, I know, I'm moving my thing of a job around here. All right. Move that back up. What's my camera look like now that I wiggled everything around? That's okay. I never look finer. All right, so look at that. See what a weak play that is? This is why the break and hold is a good strategy, that you don't have to. It's just one of many. It did not have a movement to the downside. It wasn't on the shoulder of the previous candle. When it does that, when it matches up here, that makes the trade weaker. Now look, I'm down $7,000, $5,000. Look how fast, right? Now I'm down 12,000, just that quick. Again, this is paper money. It's not real. Don't freak out, right? I just wanted to show you. Now, again, I didn't have my stop loss in there, or do I? Yeah, I do. It's up here. Anyhow, that was a paper trade. It's not real money. So that's why most of the time, I could have got lucky, right? But most of the time, statistically, you want to wait for that break and hold with the confirmation candle, which is your hold candle, is on the shoulder of the previous candle. That shows a sign of strength, most likely to the down. See how these all stair-stepped right here? You can call them stair-stepping. You can call them sitting on the shoulder of the previous. Call them whatever you want. There's your candle. There, on the shoulder. Comes down. Next candle starts with the other one finished. Oh, look, this one didn't. What did it do? That made a weak trade, didn't it? Did this one go start down here? Nope. Started right beside it. That means consolidation or weakness. This could have easily went the other way. Well, they ended up finally putting in orders to the downside. So here's your shoulder. Oh, look, that one there. See how that is? So that's the sign of weakness. That's why you want to wait, because when these do this, it could very easily reverse. Now, that's not a reverse pattern. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. This makes it weak. At least it's going to consolidate. So here it is. Here's your one doji candle there. I don't know if you can barely see it. On the shoulder, on the shoulder. This one wasn't on the shoulder of that one. And that one's debatable. It's not very close to the shoulder. But the more of those you can get, the stronger it is. Now here it is to the upside, right? Come down, hit this level. Here's your candle to the upside, strong movement upward, but this candle didn't. Now I got a weak trade. It might consolidate or reverse course and pull down. More likely it'll pull down. We'll see here. Just because it's weak, right? So if you're looking for strong trades, that's what you're looking for. Doesn't guarantee it's going to keep going that way. It's not going to keep going that way for X amount of candles. It's just a show of strength. If you get your next candle start where the other one finished. That's the whole gist behind it. A little bit stronger trade. All right. So because of that, now look at it. It's just all over the place, right? It's a weak trade. I wouldn't enter this. I want to see a definitive movement one way or the other, right? So it could go back down. So it's just whether you want to sit here and wait on that or not, right? I'm going to go look for something. Maybe it might be better. Well, here's a break and hold. I'm going to wait for this break and hold below the 9. Only problem is I'm at the bottom of this regression channel. I'm actually diddling in the middle right now. We talked about that the other day. There's the top of my channel, bottom of my channel, and there's the line in the middle, right? I know there's a lot of garbage on here. It makes it harder to see, but it is what it is. So I take them off. Makes it a little better, I guess, but anyhow, I want to see a break and hold below the 9 and get down here at these other indicators and then play it level to level on NQ. But do I really want to play this right now? Look how choppy this is. It's in this zone. Look backwards. Every time before you enter a trade, look backwards. What do I see here? How much movement has NQ been in out of this channel from here to there? Look, right? Look how long it's been in that channel. It was down here, dropped down to another channel. But look where it's at. It's in that same channel, is it not? So it kind of wants to hang out in that area today for some reason. So maybe I don't want to play that unless something dramatic happens, right? FOMC, 230, maybe it'll get a little wild. I don't know. This is kind of in the channel. Now, you can make a lot of money channel trading. Don't get me wrong, right? I can trade this up and down, trade individual candles, write it from the down here to up there and back down again if it wants to do that. Yes, same way. Oil, YM, look at the chopping YM. Look at that channel trading. You want to enter that? Would you want to deal in that mess? Well, if you're a good scalper and you can learn to get in and out quick, these aren't necessarily individual candle scalps, but there it is. It's trading in a zone, right? It's trading in a channel. You can see it. That's how these indicators form. This and shows you where it's at visually, right? So yes, you can make a lot of money, especially on indices, because These are big moves, even though it's limited, looks like, right, on the chart. Right? Doesn't look like it's not great big ups and great big downs like we like to see. Just going down and back up, down and back up, down and back up, down and back up. It's channel chop. Now, if you're a good scalper or you can make quick decisions, then that kind of thing doesn't scare you. You can trade that channel all day long. I've done it before. It was on individual stocks, but I've done it. It's kind of fun, actually, because it's almost like you can predict where it's going to start at and where it's going to end at. Now, one of the bad things is when you get all these indicators jammed up in the middle. It kind of slows everything down, mucks it all up. I'm still battling a sore throat here. Got a spot in my throat. All right, what else we got? Okay. Good to see everybody over there on TikTok. Anyway, let me get that on there. If you do have any questions. What's that?
I said you gotta get you some Ricola.
Ricola.
Whatever they say on the commercial.
Yeah.
Ricola.
Something like that. Ricola. Something like that.
There it is. That right there.
Yep.
Rico Rao.
All right. Let me, by the way, glad you all could be here today. A little glitch at the start. I'm Mark McSee, one of the trading moderators here at American Dream Trading, which was founded by Chad Christian. We call him Coach because he helps us educate us in everything investing. If it can be invested in, Coach educates us on how to do it. He helps us develop the skills needed so that we can make our own decisions on whether to enter a trade, when to enter a trade, when to exit a trade, what looks like a good trade, what doesn't look like a good trade. Should I get in this trade? Should I go somewhere else? Do I get in now or do I hold? Should I get out now and hold? I don't know. What do I got to do, right? Those are skills we help you develop over time. It's not easy. It doesn't happen overnight, right? It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a get-rich-broke scheme if you don't get your education on first. Always get educated before you attempt to do anything. All right, let's take a look. See who's over here in the YouTubes today. I can see Darn Cricket over there, one of our moderators. J-Dog. Let's see, let me scroll back up. J-Dog. Let's see, make sure you're smashing them thumbs up and them like buttons. No audio. You should have audio now, right? Mac 88. All right, James, one of our moderators over there on our YouTube, has put in the clickable links for all of our available promotions, which you can find also at our website, AmericanDreamTrading.com. Marcus Mike Jones 1000 Ray asks, on EWOs with a long candle, you enter normally or do you enter at a different time? You're talking about gamma candles. You got to be careful on them. Usually, if it's a big gamma candle, a lot of times you'll get a 50% retracement. You might want to wait and see if it does that. Wait an extra candle, maybe, right? Always looking at the big picture. Matter of fact, this morning, I was half bragging about it in the Discord. I was nailing 50% retracements, bounces off VWAP, bounces off the 9, back down to support, up and down. It was like one right after another. Bang, 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 bang. I was on fire there for a while. That was kind of fun, actually. Not being in a trade more than probably, 15 seconds sometimes. That was kind of fun, actually. And it just did everything like Coach teaches us it would do. Again, playing the statistics on it. Says it's most likely to do this or that, right? It's like double tops, double bottoms, most likely to pull back. Just like large gamma candles, right? You might get a 50% retracement. So, you can wait for that retracement and pull back and then maybe get in, but, just make sure it's stabilized before you go jumping in. Look at the big picture before you enter the EWO. James says he believes there's only one spot left to get the $5,000 lifetime that Coach got in celebration of our 3rd anniversary for being live every day. Coach opened up 3 more diamond memberships for $5,000 each. Only 3, and James is under the impression there's only 1 left. So if you're going to get it, if you held off getting it and you're one of them, I wish I'd have got it people, because that's what we hear every time those go away. I wish I'd have got that. Well, here's your time. Oh, now you don't have to wish anymore, right? Here it is. All right. Cricket's in there, and James, and J-Dog. Good to see you. Uh-oh. First yawn alert. Let's see. What's with copper, Mark? Damon asked over there on the YouTube. Well, I just read the news. I don't know if you heard it or not, but just reaffirmed the tariff, 50% tariffs to take effect August 1st. There was a poll there during the FOMC meeting also. Copper, let's pull up copper, see what it looks like. That would be HG, your futures, copper futures. Yep, you had a big pull. Let me get this on a... Put that out a little bit. Reset my chart. Hang on. You know what? I'm so used to my Apple Magic Mouse. I still like that much better than this. I'm going to have to start using that on here instead of this Microsoft mouse. Got 2 systems running here, so I have 2 different of everything. 2 keyboards, 2 mouses, 2 mices. Yes, that pullback is on, if I hide these things, right?
If I had been holding above 5 for a while, whenever it dropped, it came back to 5 and pushed off.
I was playing at 560 something, 570 something the other day. I didn't play much of it. I just jumped in and grabbed one. Yeah, it's just, the tariffs are going to actually kick in. Mr. T said, again, reiterated August 1st is the firm deadline. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We'll see if that holds true come Friday.
I think whenever you had made it that one time, Mark, it's been above 5 that whole time. If
Yep.
you zoom out, you can see how it broke above that, been trading in that area, and now it just
Yep.
dropped. See?
Yep.
This looks like it's just a retest of the 5.
Yep.
If you can get back above 5.
Yeah, look at that massive drop. That's a lot of money there, and been nice to have been in that one. Went down to 4.5. Ooh. But yeah, it's been kind of hanging out. It's the initial news. I made money off of him for like 3 days after he first announced there was going to be a 50% tariff on copper a couple weeks back. We had a lot of good money on playing that. Then it kind of just went flat. Just kind of Stella got a groove, right? Kind of just hanging out. So, but yes, they did come out with a news blurb saying that it's going to be held firm too, as is all the others.
2,000 tick drop. What? Holy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's big money. At what, 6.25 a tick, if I remember right?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a 2,000 tick drop. Copper is, let me look. Copper, no, it's 12.50 a tick on the HG. So, that 1 tick on 1 copper contract. $12.50 times 2,000. $25,000 you'd have made on 1 contract. That if you had the money in your account, and for now, the truth be known, the margins have been raised up. If this had been a normal day, because it's raised because of the volatility of the FOMC meeting. So that contract would only cost, you'd only had to have basically $3,000 in your account. Even at the elevated, it's 12, okay? And you'd have made 25,000. And that 12, your margin would have went right back into your account as soon as you got out of the trade. Your net cost to trade one contract to make 25,000 would have been $5.74 to make 25,000 on that one big pull. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing. That's how we make the cash. There we go. All right. Where are we at on YM? YM still in the chop zone. NQ's coming up to the triple top again. Going to test this top of this channel again. Let's see if it rejects or does it break through. We are getting within about 3 minutes from the Fed chairman taking the podium. So expect some crazy here, right? All right. Turtle says no sound. You got sound over there or not? Trader B, we got sound over there on the TikTok. You do? Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir, for the feedback. Either way, if you're here active, there's Rogue Trader, there's Trader B. Type something in the chat box so that TikTok knows there's actually somebody in there. Hey, hit KZ, Turtle Gunnamat, Edmund Nunya is in the house again. And as you know, the old Nunya dude, you know, he's a boomer, is leading the pack in gifts. If you want to make a boomer cry, then you need to have more than 7 in there. That's all it takes to win that. Make sure you're clicking subscribe, share, and notify so that you don't miss any upcoming editions of this program or any other of our live programs. We are live here 3 times a day. Coach is live from 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm live every day from 2 to 4 Eastern Time. And then Dawn has the aftermarket show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. And that starts at 5 p.m. So you want to check them out. I guess last night they had a pretty wild game of Wheel of Fortune in stock market lingo stuff. Got a little competitive from what I hear. Money was handed out and everything. So I guess I had a great time. I didn't have to go watch the preview. Mark, you got a question on YouTube about copper. Yes, I just answered that. Damon asked, what is with copper, Mark? And I answered that question. Thank you very much. Man, my throat is so sore. Right there, one little spot. I should go get that checked out. I don't know. Anywho, maybe if I wouldn't talk so much. Okay, let's type something in the chat boxes so that our algorithms know that there's somebody there. It's pretty quiet today over on TikTok land. It's pretty quiet over there on YouTube land. Come on, rest of you. Type something in the chat box. Just put a 1 in there or buy a heart, like, whatever. Put something in there so that you can see it. There you go. Rogue Ranger took me literally. He typed something into the chat box. There he goes. He's my kind of guy. Got my kind of humor. All right, what else we got? Anything else out there moving or poking around? I got NQ. It's trying to break above this strong resistance. It's just a hair away from today's high of 23.55975, which would be this line right here, this little faint green line. That tells me that's today's high. That's what's built into Coach's indicators, which are included with all your memberships. So if you want that diamond membership, that's our all-inclusive, everything included, right? $5,000 one-time payment. That gets you all the lifetime memberships in stocks, stock options, crypto, futures, anything else that will come out in the future. In the upcoming months, weeks, and years is all included. You'll never pay another dime for anything other than maybe one-on-ones, right? That's a whole different thing. But all our a la carte programs will also included in that. The mentorship alone is $6,000 a year. That's a 1 hour a week with Coach in a small group setting where you deep dive into your most intimate questions, and Coach deep dives into them, help you understand what you want to know. And that alone is worth the price of admission right there, let me tell you. So there's NQ breaking up to the upside It's now 12:31:48. So what's his name is going to be talking, running his pie hole. Now let's do this. What do we do if we chase candles? Should we chase candles? Oh, look at that! It's going to the moon. I can tell just by looking at it. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. I'm going to jump in here and ride that bad boy. I can see it. I can feel it. Oh man, look at that! Now I'm down $1,600, and I just clicked the button to buy it. I could have sworn that was going to the moon. Look at that. It even got stopped out. Stopped that. I only had 25 tick stop. Look at that. Jumped in and lost, got hammered right away. Oh, why? Well, number one, we never trace candles. Why? Because on these, we call them gamma candles. We all know they're not really gamma, but gamma's in the stock option world, but we still call them that, even though we don't have gamma in futures. Just a term we just call it. We're probably the only ones in the world to do that, but, you know, hey, we know when we say there's a gamma candle, I guarantee everybody in futures know what that means, right? If they traded stock options beforehand. So you don't chase these big candles because, you know, you got to wait and see what they're going to do. Generally, they're going to pull back 50%. Now, if it keeps going, it keeps going. You know, you have to make another decision. But we pretty much know that you might want to wait and see what's going to happen, right? Like I did that. I jumped in there. Bam. What did I do? I lost money right away. Did that on purpose to prove a point, right? It pays to wait, to be patient. Anyway. Trying to get that spot in my throat. Anywho. All right. What other questions do we have? Make sure you're smashing them like, share, and subscribe buttons. And anyhow, we've been squashed by TikTok again. There's a whole total of 9 people on there. So that's just nuts. Just the nuts of the games that they play. Right? All right, so and what else we got going on here? Oh, right.
Yes, it's creeping up, but it might be like chasing a parked car.
Yeah, I'm looking here in NQ. It's kind of the same way. I'm waiting to see if this is going to break out. That's why I was staring at the candle there. See, just kind of, it's kind of, little inch that could, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
There it is. There is a break. Well, this one didn't break and hold. It broke. I guess you could argue, well, it broke and held above the double top, right? If you want to do that, that's fine. Broke above this regression channel. You could use that argument. This is what we're looking for. There's my break. There's my slash confirmation candle. Does that look like that has good energy to the upside? Well, yeah, then I would enter that trade to the upside and play all my levels and any indicators. That might be a roadblock. Now, what makes me nervous about this is it's huge, right? So, again, we chase big candles. We can sometimes pay the penalty for it, right? So, oops, I want that a little bit more in case we get a 50% retracement. There we go. See if I can make some money on that, right? There it is. Hit that level. Look at that. Did you see me draw this line on my chart just now? No, you didn't, because that line was already there, marked as a historical level. Right? Look at that. It's amazing. What? It's hanging out right there. So, you know, am I going to take the cash on this trade here? I'm going to wait and see if this pops. Well, it's too late now. I'm down $800. See what happens when you talk and you don't act? Right? You got to be quick.
Downside, Mark. You're on the upside?
Well, I was on NQ to the upside, yes.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the retracement. I thought you were going to go into the downside.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could have. Right. No, I was going to snag that.
Outside and got $55. Come on.
There you go. $55, make you holla. Right?
Look at that drop.
Right? Look at that.
Doing that.
That ain't no 50% retracement. That's like 150. Holy criminy. Again, this you should not be trading during this time. This is the FOMC meeting is usually the most volatile day because it's a scheduled thing. Everybody's listening. It's a little bit different than if you get a conflict announced overseas. You know, that's a big deal, right? But this is a planned thing. So we have everybody listening and waiting with bated breath to hear what he's going to say, right? So it's usually volatile like this, right? Oh, look, it's going up. Oh, really nice. Oh, look at all the money I'm making. Oh, they just lose it all, right? Gets stopped out. Look at that candle, right? That's retracing. It bounced all the way up and down, right? So now I can go, oh, do I want to go to the downside? Well, I don't know what I want to do now, right? I thought it was a good play to the upside. Now look at it. I just wrecked my trade, right? So this is a super high volatility. You should never be playing FOMC. Matter of fact, it's probably the main reason that brokers increase their margin requirements, minimum margin requirements for a single trade during this time period because they know this can happen to people. It's kind of a thing, well, if you want to play, you're going to have to pay kind of deal, right? So they raise them up to 3-4 times, depending on what broker you're looking at. I know Tradeovate publicly states right in their documentation that it's a 4X during these events. So what that do keeps us little fishes out, right, from wrecking our account. We don't have that extra money in our account, so we may not be able to trade, and that serves its purpose. Or if you want to risk the broker's money, well, then you're going to pay a premium for it. And that's really what it is, right? You're paying a premium to trade during one of the riskiest times to trade. Again, is it worth wrecking your account? How many of you would have been successful in your trade at 2 o'clock, right? Clear back here, right? Right here. Right there's your 2 o'clock. It shot up. You'd be, yay, I'm going long, right? Well, it didn't last seconds, right? And then look what happened. It went right back the other way. But it stopped you out. And then it went right back up and climbed. Oh, look, great. It's going to start going up. I'm in. And then wham, you get smacked right in the mouth, right? Is that worth it? All that money you could have just lost there? Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's one of Coach's rules. That's why he tells you to stay out of power hour, right? These very things happen, right? Trader B said, phew, got out at break even. Well, good for you. I'm glad you got out at break even, right? It could have been dangerous. Why are you trading during this time? Are you an experienced trader? That's the question you need to ask, right? So this will all kind of settle down here in the next, what time is it? Probably in the next 10 minutes-ish, for about between quarter till, 10 till, 5 till 3. Pretty much all the important questions have been asked. Everybody else is just regurgitating other things. So all this volatility will start to slack off right before 3 o'clock, usually. Yeah, I had intended on playing the squawk box. Man, I don't know if I'm going to make it much longer, guys. My throat is just like, raw. Time I move my head. So, I guess I could have got some stuff for it, huh? Well, we'll watch here and see what happens. This is just the exact reason we don't trade here. Now, there's a lot of money to be made there, right? If I'd been focused here, I could have traded that and wouldn't have had an issue with it, right? But my risk tolerance is different than your risk tolerance. Look at that beautiful thing. Would have been really great if you got in up there, if he was up there and you could see that. But that reversal there, that happened so fast you wouldn't have been able to react to that, right? You might have got on the next candle down here. Might have gone to break and hold below the 9. That's still a fantastic trade. And it's going to the downside. So he must be saying something they don't like. There's a 160 tick drop there, essentially, right? Times $5 per contract.
It was a huge drop. You got to be really quick on the trigger.
You do. You got to be laser focused. You can't be talking. Can't be distracted. You have to be in. If you're going to do something like this, you have to be in with a purpose. You can't hesitate 1 second If you're thinking I'm going to take my profit, well, you better take it. Don't even twitch about it. Just do it, right? You don't. It's just bang, 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 right?
Yeah.
Bang, bang, as we like to say here at American Dream Trading. Speaking of American, bang, bang.
Very doable.
Oh yeah. Well, I did it last time. Remember I made good money last time. I think, yeah, didn't I? When was that? What is this month? July? So that would have been May, right? Let me consult my journal because, I write in my journal all the time and I keep detailed records every single day because I'm that good. No, I don't. Let's see. May. Let's see here. There it is. Oh, yes, I made bigly that day. I made six-figure monies that day. Yes, I did. That was on June 18th, as a matter of fact. That's when that was. June 18th. FOMC. I remember trading that on purpose I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I did. I threw a couple trades in there. Look, Ralph, now I'm getting advice from all the internet doctors. Thank you, Trader B. Yes. Well, I don't have the bourbon part. I don't drink, but, the salt water and honey, yes, I have that stuff.
They telling you how to put them hot toddies together.
Yeah, they're trying to turn me into an alcoholic.
You gotta get you a lemon, a peppermint.
Right here. There's my lemon drink right there. I already have a lemon drink.
Heat it up a little bit more. Rub a little big sash on your chest.
Ain't put that crap on.
Get some sleep.
Yeah, okay. I'll get right on all of those things, Ralph. Now I just got to find a liquor store somewhere that has whatever it is I'm supposed to buy.
And look at that move back to the upside.
Yeah, I'm up more now than 90% more now than what I was this morning. I was so choppy this morning, but now it's just like nice.
Yeah. I mean, and what's the difference, right? Now it's calmed down a little bit. And
The morning was chopped. Now we got moving in direction, good movement, good volume.
yeah, you can do something with that, right? I still wouldn't trade this because look at that. Oh, I'm going to get in there. It's going. Again, this is a paper trade. This is not real trading. See, I just threw that in there just to show you how much that drops. Right? Bang, bang. Look at that losses. Right?
Riding bounces up, riding bounces down.
Yeah. I mean, it's just crazy. You gotta be. Can I trade that? Yes, I can. I can trade individual candles. Would I want to? Well, probably. If I wasn't talking to somebody right now and I'm sitting here laser focused, I guarantee you I can do it. I'm confident enough. Does that mean every trade's going to come out green? I guarantee it won't. There's going to be some that you got to rip the Band-Aid off, right? Well, there it is. I was up 5,000. Now I'm only up 1,000. See how fast that moves? Now I'm down 4,000. It's crazy, right? This is why you stay away from these things, right? Because it can wreck you. So, anywho, I'm going to see if I can make it another 15 minutes here. I'm going to give it the old college try. All right. Anyway, this is why you don't do that. I like the challenge of it, Again, I'm not going in with $1 bazillion if I'm in here, right? I have to accept the fact that I can get my face ripped off. But if you use stops, some real tight stops, you're still going to get stopped out. So don't do it. There's no reason to wreck your account playing games. This is not a gambling hall, right? Ain't a bunch of dancing girls in here with a bunch of gamblers, right? Counting their money while they're still at the table, right? You're not supposed to do that, right? So.
The song in there somewhere.
Somewhere. That'd be a great country song. Somebody ought to think about that, put them to lyrics, right? All right. And then he says, we're a regular WebMD. Yeah, I laugh. You don't dare, in American Dream Trading, you don't dare say, I got a wart. You're going to have 50 people in there telling you how to take care of that, right? Or somebody will hear somebody sniffle. Hey, if you take a little bit of hogwort and a little bit of eye of newt and, a few lightning bugs and then you crush them all up together and push it over top of it, yeah, it'll cure it, guaranteed. Every time.
Guess what I have?
Yeah. Yeah, put a sock on it. Yeah.
We want to know, Christine.
anybody ever had gout? I think that's
Ooh, that's bad. No, I don't want it. I know enough people that have it. It makes you miserable.
I know what it is, I've never had it.
No, I don't want it either. I know lots of people.
Somebody's grabbing my toe and just crushing it and burning it, and like suddenly,
Yep.
and electrocuting it.
Get it?
And, oh my
Well, you know, if you ask the internet trolls here, well, they're not trolls, but you know, if you wait about a few seconds, there'll be a bunch of people on TikTok feed and our YouTube feed telling you how to cure that.
Oh, I gotta see the doctor next week, but yes.
Really, there's nothing they can do for it other than medicine to help alleviate the symptoms, and they tell you not to avoid certain foods and drink more things, right? So
I guess.
can't drink alcohol.
I couldn't figure out what's been going on the past couple months. It hits me now and again, but the other day it was so bad, like I couldn't even walk.
Yep, sounds like gout to me.
And so miserable, like you feel like you gotta jump out of your skin. Like it's irritating, it's painful, and it's like, oh, I just wanted to hit something. It's just.
Like you got glass in your joints?
Huh?
Like you got glass in your toe joint?
Yeah. I just wanted to
Usually a
jump out
big
of
toe?
my skin.
Is it your big toe?
Oh, the one next to it mostly.
Oh.
Big toe also.
Oh, could be.
It's awful. Ooh.
Yeah, I just know too many people that have it, and one guy I know has it chronically. But part of the is his issue because you don't stop drinking. You can't drink
Oh, I don't
alcohol.
drink. That's the thing. I don't
Yeah.
even drink.
All right.
I don't know.
I guess alcohol really.
Yeah, because that's my brother had to quit drinking because he had it. But I don't even drink, so I don't know why. You know.
Yep.
I don't know. But it's been bad for a while now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So good times.
All right, golf sounds like fun. Hey.
I thought it was just for fat old men. That's what I thought.
No, anybody. You can be in perfect shape and still get it. It's just it's a buildup of what is it, acetic acid or something in your joints,
Yeah, in your kidneys.
and then you get it crystallizes. Yeah, it gets crystallized, and then it stays there forever, and it flares up whenever it wants to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Between that and that leg swelling, it's my kidneys. So great.
Well, you know. Yeah, I mean, if you've never had treatment before, and I know there's some things that can help alleviate it, but it doesn't ever. I don't think there is a cure. Is there? I don't know.
I don't know.
Google it.
Yes, there is.
There is.
Google it.
Yes, there is.
What's the cure? Cut your foot off.
I'll discuss it with you privately.
Thank you.
There you go. There we go. This is the wrong channel.
I know.
Yeah. There you go.
Let everybody know.
Yeah.
I needed a
Two crystals
empty.
music for dogs.
I know there's a lot of things you shouldn't do to keep it from coming back, but you know, most of the cure is to sit in a chair in front of a computer and trade stocks all day. That way, you're not putting any pressure on it. You know, day trade. I think that's the cure.
Day trading is the cure. Yes.
It's a cure that heals all ail, right?
American Dream Trading.
.com.
Diamond membership.
Speaking of which, what do we got going on Friday? Friday is the big extravaganza, 3rd year anniversary celebration. You don't want to miss it. Coach will be live. It's going to be amazing. There'll be dancing girls and clowns and balloons and cake and ice cream.
They will not be dancing girls. So.
All right. Well, you know, I got to perk attention somehow, you know. How do you know there's not going to be Nancy girls?
There could be. I don't know. Dawn and I and Maria, all of us.
Well, I don't want any of you guys. Then all 3 of you might throw a hip out, you know, at your age.
I might throw a hip out. You're right.
Yeah, at my age, that'd be.
I am.
Who? YM. Oh, look at that. You know why that's dropping? Why does YM seem to be dropping more so than the other ones? Why should we been playing? And again, this slipped my mind. Why should we had been playing and focusing on probably YM more than NQ or ES? Why is that? Can somebody tell me?
Not sure.
There's a reason. Oh, wait a minute. I'm wrong. RTY. That's what I want to look at. That's the one I wanted to look at. RTY. That's the one we should have looked at. I bet you RTY is probably. I'm going to gamble here and say it has a bigger pull. It's got a big pull, right? Steady down. Yeah, maybe YM was more.
ES must be pulling.
Why would RTY be more sensitive to the interest rate decision than NASDAQ? then yes, I know they all look the same. But in theory, why would RTY, the E-mini Russell 2000 index, be expected to be more reactive to what the FOMC meeting results are? Anybody know why? If you know why, type them in to your chat box. There you go. Trader B is already on it. He is the winner, chicken dinner. There you go.
I was about to say.
There you go.
I was about to say, they better know that as many times as we done said it.
Yeah. Well, the reason is it's a small cap stock.
Gamma candles.
Who?
What are we doing on gamma candles?
Oh, well, you'll watch for the 50% retracement. Jump in all over that. Right now, everything's going down, though. It might just be a regular, bigger candle.
Look at NQ's 2-minute candle. In the last 2 minutes.
There's a 1 minute candle.
I'm sure it'll be changed by the time you get there.
Yeah. Well,
Just saying.
yeah, look at that. It's down below VWAP. That's breaking hold below VWAP in the 200 before I'm convinced it's going to want to keep going. We need to wait and see. But there's that 50% retracement. If you'd have got that candle down here at its length, you could have rode that bad boy back up, right? To VWAP. Rinse and repeat.
All the way to VWAP, baby.
Yes, sir. That's a good one. But back to the original question, and Trader B got it right off the bat. It's the small cap companies. Small capitalization, when we say small cap. And so they do not have a lot of money in the bank. They have small accounts. Just if you would equate to you, if you have a small account and you have more bills than you have accounts, where are you going to get the money at? How would you keep going? Credit, right? Oh, let's dip into the credit cards. Let's go get a bank loan. Let's go get a consolidation loan, right? They are dependent on banks for continuing day-to-day operations and, to expand, right? They want to build a new plant. They just can't go into the petty cash like Apple can or Microsoft or any of those, right? Their petty cash drawer is larger than what most of these small caps' entire budget is, right? So they're more dependent on banks to keep them going, and they're very interest rate. They want to see the interest rates go down, so their cost of borrowing goes down, right? Cuts into their profits also. And that would include mom and pop shops of any size, right? I'm not talking about maybe your little local shoe store or something owned by mom and pop, but you never know, right? They depend on banks for helping them. It's part of the things of keeping them alive, keeping the lights on sometimes, right? They have a line of credit. Most businesses that are established usually have a line of credit at their local bank or national bank, right? That if it so happens that things go bad or money's tight and they can't meet payroll, that they can go pull on that line of credit to keep their head above the water at that time, with the hopes of they'll be able to recover down the road, right? And as we know, that doesn't happen a lot of times. They fail because of that reason, right? So a lot of pressure there, right? You can control certain things, but you can't control everything. All right, Jorge, thank you for sharing the live. Rogue Ranger and who else is over there? Trader B and Doug and Nunya and Trader B and Doug and Nunya. And over there on the Tiki Talks, all 11 of you. I got a thing where it said that TikTok was going to limit our thing there today because they wanted to. We've been doing really well. We've been having a high amount of viewers, but our feed is, as soon as I went live, it said your feed is going to be whatever. Anything you can do about it. Same way over on the YouTubes. Matter of fact, we got more people on YouTube than we do TikTok. How crazy is that? It's always the other way around.
Are we limiting the backup account? Are you on live on the backup?
No, I'm on the normal. It happens I don't know. Seems like it happens every 2 weeks. You get a day where it does that. And then other times, that's the first one I've had for quite a while, actually. So, anyway, like I was saying, for this Friday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with Coach, is our 3-year anniversary extravaganza with dancing women, prize wheels, clowns with balloons, cake, ice cream, prizes galore. Who knows what's going to happen? Coach, my guess is Coach is going to give away the farm again. That guy loses his mind every anniversary. He's so happy that he survived another year, right? That he was another year of successes. He loses his mind sometimes and just starts giving away stuff. Giving it away, giving it away, giving it away now, right? I have no idea what he's going to do, and he hasn't really shared that with us. I'm sure there'll be some specials ran, right? One thing I could share, would highly encourage you, is to show up. Don't miss it. You won't want to miss it. And make sure you bring a box of Kleenex with you, because you're going to probably use the entire box. There'll be happy stories. There'll be stories that'll just tear your heart out. Oh, it gets emotional. Real men ain't afraid to cry. You know, I don't cry. I get dirt in my eye once in a while. It makes my eye water. But look at RTY. Is it still going down like the rest of them? It's kind of fallen. There's really not much of a difference, right? So maybe RTY really ain't the play. I don't know. But generally, I would expect that to be more reactive during the FOMCs. The rest of them are all identical. They're all following the same path. To the downside, look at all that money you could be making, right? I'm not in any trades. I haven't traded since, I don't know, I was done trading at 7 o'clock this morning, I believe it was.
They about to be clearing the last of the support and probably head back up here in a few seconds.
All right. Ralph says it, you know it.
I know, I'm just saying.
There, yeah. Oh, maybe right here it is now. There it is. Well, knowing that information is helpful, right? There's some truth to that, right? They'll go down there and wipe everybody out and then bring it right back up, right? Bringing the whole herd? Herd? I heard that. They're saying over there. Oh, Doug's getting, wow, how's that right? Doug gets steak and lobster for supper? How'd you get that, Doug? Who'd you help now? He must have, oh, Doug called out a level and it hit it, huh? Wow. Good job, Doug. Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna have to kill this, I think. I don't know. I'm in pain. My throat. Yeah, it's like the size of a penny or a dime. It's right there. Kind of a weird spot. So, right there. Oh, so if I push on that, there. As long as I push on it, it doesn't. You know what Groucho say? Oh, when I push on it, it hurts. What would Groucho say? Well, then don't push on it, right? Ah! You guys don't even know who Groucho is, and it's not me. Groucho Marx. Oh, Doug, why am I not in these trades? Look at this pullback. Holy cow. Mark's going to be sick when he sees how much this is. How many ticks is that? Down to my gold level. Right there's my gold level. Where was that? That was yesterday. There's a 560 tick. Look at my gold level. Look. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Bam. Does historical levels matter? Look at that wick. Nailed it right on the dime. Bam. All right. There it is. Is it going to reject? Oh, look. There's another one right below it. Another critical level. Look at that dotted line down there. The dashed line. Going to hit that? I don't even have that marked. Why that's there. Wow. Mark's getting lots of FOMO right now. Because Mark didn't trade today. Trade this. I haven't traded since 7 a.m., to be quite honest with you. I had places to be, people to see, things to do.
Attention.
Attention. NQ crossing a certain level. There you go. I had an alert there, and that's this dotted line. Why? Because that's an important. There you go. See my alerts that I set up a long time ago? Finally come back down and hit that. Amazing. I made that alert for that, just for this one little dashed line here to alert me if it gets close. I actually set it before it hits it, right? Let me know. Hey, go look at that real quick. Yeah, whenever you want to set alerts, by the way, it's a good thing to do. Let's just say I want an alert for this line. You don't want to set the alert for exactly on that line. You want to set it before it gets there, right? Maybe a level up. That way, if you're trading something else and you're not even paying attention to this, that gives you time to get over there. You know what I mean? So always, game it a little bit on your things. If I said for this right here was my critical level, I was waiting on a breakout there, right? And I've set my alert there. Well, the time I hear it, it may be all the way down here, right? So kind of set your alerts, if you're doing like long-term things, you're waiting on it to come back to, swing traders can use that also, right? Let me just make an alert here when it crosses, this critical level on my chart, so it alerts you so you don't miss it, right? Those things will really help your trading. Again, if you put too many of them, they'll drive you nuts. They will drive you insane. So be selective on what you're doing. All right, 302. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to call. A doe, a deer, a female deer. I don't know what singers do to clear their throats. I don't know. I think I'm going to call it. My throat is killing me. It's been going on for a couple days, actually. But if you don't mind, we're limited anyway on TikTok today. Getting squashed. I apologize. I got a sore throat. So, I'm fine. I'll be all right. Probably if I just go to bed at night and sleep instead of getting up, right? Well, anyway, that was the FOMC decision. They finally decided that they're just going to sell off until further notice, right? Still got an hour of trading left. I mean, this could shoot right back up. Somebody on our panel said they think it's going to go right back up to where it was, right? After you stop out all this stuff, let's look at a 4-hour chart, see where we're at. Let's do a comparison here. Let me reset this real quick. Probably be too many lines. You won't be able to see nothing. Yeah, let me hide the lines. And here, there we go. So there's where we're at now. Let me stretch this out a little bit. This is NQ, the NASDAQ. All right. Well, look where it's at on a 4-hour chart. Right there's on that regression channel, right? Look how all these hit right there. What do you think's going to happen there, Ralph? What all the other ones do when they hit that area. Look at that. Does that line up like perfectly? Bang, 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 bang. That one broke through a little bit. Bang. Back here, bang. Now these here really dropped out of the channel for whatever reason. Have to go back in history and see. But what do you think is going to happen here? More likely a bang, bang to the upside off of that bottom of that channel there. We'll see, right? That's right there at, I'm just going to rough guess it. We're going to say that's at the 23,390. We'll just call it 23,390. I'm not going to zoom in. So what's that look like at the 23? What did I say? 590? 390. 390. 390, which would be approximately right in here somewhere. Well, I mean, it's right where it's at now, right? So let me, I'm going to put a special mark on here and look at this tomorrow just to see what happened to it. Right there. There's 389.75. Close enough for hand grenades, right? Ain't too worried about. Let me stretch this out. I got too many lines on here again. All right. You can see I need to clean up my charts a little bit, right? And part of the reason is because it set new record highs and there wasn't really anything to go by, right? Oh, never mind. What's this line at? Oh, that's 373. 390. I actually have a line, a gold level. Oh, that's the one. Right there. I already have one there. 389.75 instead of 390. Right? Right there. That line right there. I'm just doing as a rough guess where that channel was at, right? Or that bottom of the bouncing ball thing, right? And I'm going to make that a hot pink because I know that's a line I'm not going to keep. All right? Then I'm going to make a dash so it draws my attention to it tomorrow or whenever I look at this again. And we'll see if it bounces off this level right here, what it does tomorrow. Now, here's another thing you can keep in mind. For those of you who like to trade in the evenings, have the accounts that you can trade in the evenings. Today is a big day for earnings in the tech field, which would directly have a direct impact on the NASDAQ. Now, those won't be coming out until after the market closes at 4 o'clock. So I'm not telling you that it's going to move the markets. I have no idea, but I would think it might be worth your while to be ready at 6 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, when the futures markets open back up, and take a look at NQ and see what happens. Why? because Meta, Microsoft, Robinhood, Carvana, Lamb, QCOM, ARM, which are all tech stocks other than Carvana. So you got Meta, Microsoft, Robinhood. What's that one? Applied Blockchain. I don't know what that one is. Lamb Research. That's a big company. QCOM and ARM. Those are all high-tech companies, right? They all report their earnings after the closing bell today. After the bell goes ding, ding, ding at 4. So between 4 and 5 o'clock, they'll pretty much all report either good news or bad news, indifferent news, whatever, and give their outlook. I would, and the markets are, well, I guess the future markets are open till 5, right? You can actually trade till 5. So you might be able to, it might drop substantially or rise substantially during that time. If it's after 5 when they give that news, which usually they're done before 5, you might want to take a look at the NASDAQ open tonight at 6 p.m. Just see what happens. Paper trade it, right? You may see a big jump or a big drop, whatever, if the news comes out not as good as they want, right? So just a thought. If you're not an experienced trader and your risk tolerance is not such, because it would be a very risky play right at the open at 6 p.m. We've done that here many times. American Dream Trade, walk through it, right? Paper traded many times. Just experience it. Don't ever be afraid to paper trade something you know you would never trade, just to get the experience. Can I jump in and out if that's what I need to do? Did I make a right decision on my entry and exits? Blah, 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 right? So don't be afraid to try paper trade. Doesn't cost you a dime, right? But anyway, for those you want to, check it out at 6 p.m. tonight Eastern Time, the futures markets when they open back up. Don't come back 6:05. It'll be too late by then because any reaction, if there's any left of it, because let's face it, if Meta releases at 4 p.m., well, the market's going to already react to that news. It's got basically an hour, well, it's got at least 45 minutes, right, to react before the market closes at 5 p.m. So it may already dump because of that, right? All right, I'm going to call it a day. I got to, my throat. What? Oh, I will. I'll be all right. I feel fine. It's just my throat don't. That's all. Just that one little spot. The rest of it feels fine. Right there. Right there. Just that one little spot. That's all. Thank you for all those gifts and likes and shares over there on TikTok. Right? This is ADTMD. Anyway. All right. I hope you learned something here in this short session. Be safe. Make sure you encourage those you come in contact with for the rest of today, as you may be the only shining light in their life today. You never know what is hiding behind somebody's smile. It may be a false cover, maybe fake, right? Because people don't really want to show their real them, right? So you may be the only one that would encourage that person today. So try to be that person, right? Lift people up, don't tear them down. And we will see you the same time, the same bat channel. And we can see you tomorrow. And I would have to say, pretty much goodbye. Let me see.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, sir.